It's week 1 of the NFL, and we'll see who's the skies in tonight's battle. It's the Seahawks and the Cards on Monday Night Prime Time.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback standing at 6'2" from Eastern Illinois. It's Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Play fake. Murray rolling to his right. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got...
And now off to the races, down the right side. 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And you can see on the next-gen stats here, his total distance covered close to 90 yards that time. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Buying time to his left. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes. So they will hold on to the ball.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. K.J. Hamler from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And we will get another look at Seattle's offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Lockett. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Cards are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Murray off play action. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 21-7. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On second down, it's Carson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Garoppolo to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. So possession goes over here on the punt. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw, it's Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cards are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll bring up a second down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Looking to throw. Garoppolo over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of the quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So this defense, maybe a frustration penalty there with the success that he's had running the football in this first half.
Not an excuse to do that, but yes, they're looking to slow him down any way possible. That one's just not legal.
Now a handoff looking right. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A final shot before half from Murray. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. K.J. Hamler as time expires in the first half. And the Cardinals would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Interception.
Pretty much. Everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Let's go.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Back to throw. And he's going to go down again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. K.J. Hamler with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. On on first down. Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position. The 47-yard line in enemy territory. After the turnover, here's Murray. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Sheds off the tackle. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And this one too low.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here. And that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. From the gun on third down, Murray. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble. And this will kick out of bounds inside the 5. Talk about disaster averted as they hold on to the football. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. If this were hindsight as 2020 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover, put your defense in a bad spot.
He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for second down. Garoppolo looks to throw. Finding room to the 20. A solid stiff arm. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, They don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Cards are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then finds through, and now a crease. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Moore. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Cole. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Make it happen! Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Santos now to add the PAT. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Dancing to his left. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Cardinals, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to